Welcome back, everyone. We got up to the lower bracket semi-final. Lower bracket final here. We are between Sheth and Sen. Sheth coming from the new team FX Open, and Sen, who we will be using the name Softball for this match, but he is FnaticMSI SEN. Both these guys done an amazing job getting it this far in the match. It is going to be best of 3 here on starting up on Metalopolis. Close positions. I am unstable. Joined here by Orb. Thank God for that, because my voice is about to die. And how you going, man? You looking forward to these gap matches?
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad to get to cast another tournament, man. So much fun.
So we're going to have Sheth here as the purple Zerg down at the 6 o'clock position. And we are going to have Sen under the name Softball as the blue Zerg at the 3 o'clock. Sen actually came through Axlav earlier today. It was either earlier today or yesterday, one of the two, to make it to this spot. And Sheth actually came through at FX Open's Moonglade. So unfortunately, those two guys did have to play each other in the lower bracket. But hey.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I know Sheth does really like the ZVZ matchup. He does like a lot of aggression early. He definitely likes mixing it up too. Apparently in the games between Moonglade and him, they had a really massive macro game, and then the other two games were really, really short just due to really small mistakes. So hopefully we see a lot of good stuff out of these guys. But really, these positions aren't going to allow for any kind of hatch first stuff that we see a lot of Zergs try to do recently. Because the speed, especially if your stuff goes speedling, but it looks like Chef's going to go for it anyway. Going straight for that hatch first down here on 14 supply once he gets the minerals. Looks like we got Sen going for the same thing. So
yeah, so mirror builds from both players. We're really going to come down to mechanics at this point. When you see mirror builds in a mirror matchup, it all ends up coming down to your very precise timings with your macro, and of course micro once you actually get to battles. So it should be really high pressure at this point.
Chef has shown us that he's very, very, because he was that A level on Icy Cup in Brood War. Now that he's only been back in StarCraft 2 for about 3 weeks, I believe. But he has shown us in a couple of games versus In Control, especially, and versus Axlav earlier in the tournament. He can hit some very sick timings. Definitely knows the timings of the game really well. I haven't seen him play ZVZ personally, other than 1 or 2 replays he sent me a couple of days ago. But it's definitely going to be fun to see. We do have both players now have their gas and spawning pools going. Pretty much identical timings, with Santa slightly behind Sheth by about 9 game seconds. So really nothing too big to worry about. But I'm not sure whether these guys are going to go straight to Roaches or go into some Bangling play off both bases.
Yeah, I mean, it could be either just from the fact that gas got up, obviously before the pool. They could be going for either one, but I would be really interested to see if they both go for the same tech choice, and then we have like the same build going into the same tech choice, and that would really come down to the micro on that one. But if it is Baneling and another person goes for Roach, or even something a little more out of the ordinary, that'll of course create a lot more interesting, a more interesting dynamic in this game, I think.
Yeah,
Spinecrawler canceled.
Yeah, Sheth was building a Spinecrawler, saw the build that that Sen was going for, I believe, and actually changed his mind. He does have a couple of lings. It's going to be 3v2 here, so unfortunately Sen will lose these 2 lings. Did not get his chance to get up that ramp to see what kind of tech choice Sheth was going for, but we can obviously see both players are going for that speedling build. Sheth getting a lot more lings than Sen at the moment, but he is getting a good scout with that ling in the main base.
Definitely building up the links quite a lot, while Sen is choosing to go for drones. So this is going to create a timing that Sheth might be able to attack at, before Sen has those, before he's caught up with the Zerglings. But Sen's going to have a superior economy if he can hold off any type of attack there. And there's the Baneling Nest going down for Sheth and for Sen at the exact same time. This is kind of eerie how all these buildings just keep going down at the exact same time, the same buildings.
Yeah, definitely. But we are seeing a 7 drone difference between the 2 harvesters of these guys. We've got 15 for Sheth, and we got about 22 for Sen. But we do have lots and lots and lots of lings in production for Sen now. His ling speed is done a little bit earlier than Sheth's. If we have a look, it's 28 lings versus 14. He's actually going to get the queen, getting a little bit out. Is he going to get the second queen? That is going to be huge for Sheth. Bringing in a little bit earlier than Sen expected. Gets both queens down. Shen is now without a queen. Gets quite a few lings. Did not expect this many lings to be walking into his base so early. And
this is why the pressure is so high. He went for those extra drones, and now he's way behind on Zergling count. It's really tough for him to come back in this position. just taking a brutal amount and immediately calls the GG. Wow. So, I mean, that's the kind of nuts, like high pressure ZVZ play you see where when you have a mirror build and a mirror match, if one person decides to go for drone,